shadows of the underbrush, the piercing eyes of a lynx watch you. From the top of a Rocky Mountain ridge, a couple of grizzly bears follow your every move. A mountain lion pounces. The howling of a pack of wolves makes ice run through your veins. Here there are no cages, no steel bars. 1,000 wild animals who share this vast territory of close to 5 million square meters live in their natural habitat. At the leading edge of zoo management, the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien invites you to come face to face with nature. Let yourself be devoured through their eyes. Housed in a natural setting of rare beauty, the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien offers you a unique way to penetrate into the heart of a flamboyant and extravagant wild habitat. You will travel from the east to the west, across lakes and rivers, plains and mountains. You will discover an abundance of diversified wildlife and flora, representative of the varied wide-open spaces on the North American continent. Take the time to observe, because here, as in the wild, the animals can hide, surprise, and threaten you. At the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien, we restrain the freedom of humans, while the animals are left to live and evolve in a carefully planned, authentic wilderness setting, sure to take your breath away. You hear the rhythmic sound of Salmon River, where freshwater salmon climb to guide you toward Île aux Bernards. Upon entering into this fascinating world of the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien, you'll be greeted by one of our nature guides. After some words of advice and the free loan of a pair of field glasses, you will feel your senses sharpen as you adventure into a universe of nature and passion. Listen, smell, watch, and touch. A new world opens up around you. The omnipresence of water on the zoo site is remarkable and is enjoyed by many of the permanent residents. One of the Gulf of St. Lawrence inhabitants has just dived. You might need a little patience to see the gray seal come up for air because he can remain underwater for as long as 20 minutes at a time. You're now entering a typical wooded area as found in northern Quebec. Listen and watch very carefully. You may get a glimpse of over 100 animal species who share this vast territory. Look on the ground, in the water, or in the trees. They're everywhere and they're watching you. At the turn of an overpass, it is the beaver's lair which commands your attention. Man-made, the realization of this lair and its environment was made possible through expertise gained by the zoo since its opening in 1960. The beavers are so well adapted to this setting that they have given birth to their offspring here. A unique attraction, the zoo offers you the possibility of seeing the inside setting of the lair. You will enter with emotion through an underground tunnel into the living room of North America's largest rodent. A loud fluttering of wings welcomes you to the aviary marsh. Marshlands are the most protected habitats in the province of Quebec. Bustling with life, the marshes are home to a surprisingly large number of plants and animals. Home with a bald eagle, this aviary, one of the largest in the world, is an architectural marvel. It lets you approach species such as the grand heron and a host of amphibians and reptiles native to Quebec's environment. Because of its vastness, the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien has been able to house animal species such as the pronghorn, which naturally requires a large territory. This graceful animal lives in the Canadian prairies with mule deer, swan, and wild turkey. This is the fastest land animal next to the cheetah. The pronghorn can reach speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour. Let's leave the prairies and go into the majestic Rocky Mountains. Coyotes, Canadian lynx, mountain lions, and grizzlies share this extensive man-made territory. The grizzly, which could be found in large numbers at one time, has practically been exterminated and is still considered an endangered species in many areas. At the zoo, the grizzlies live as they would in the wild. The reconstitution of its habitat is so authentic that the male has naturally adapted to the site and constructed its winter lair. This is one face-to-face which you will not soon forget. He has no natural predator, yet the mountain lion is an endangered species to the point that it has practically disappeared from our province. Also called the cougar, this magnificent cat is the largest in Canada. Now the echo of hooves on the rocks prompts you to look towards the sky. On the steep mountaintops, you can witness the acrobatic prowess of the Dall sheep, a climbing specialist. You are now invited to board our wire mesh train cars for a magnificent 7-kilometer ride through our Sentier de la Nature. The originality of these Sentiers de la Nature has made the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien internationally renowned. Yes, here the visitor goes into a cage. The animals live entirely in the wild, nothing less. Spread over 3 million square meters, that is more than 588 football fields, the Sentier de la Nature will let you visit Canada from coast to coast. You will cross the mixed wood forest, the boreal forest, the tundra, and the Great West. This vast expanse allows over 500 native animals to thrive freely in their natural habitat. Among others, you'll encounter the moose, the largest of the deer family, the black bear, white-tailed deer, American elk, mountain goat, bighorn, the muskox, an animal straight from prehistoric times, and the caribou. You will witness the behavior of a wolf pack, and you will see the evolution of a grand herd of buffalo. The Sentier de la Nature also offers a safe haven for numerous other wild animals. The zoo hosts thousands of Canada geese during their migration period. This territory will have you passionately relive historic times, illustrating the union between man and nature. Animated historical reconstruction of history is meant to emphasize the important heritage of our Quebecois culture. This voyage across our history will take you to the home of a pioneer farmer, into a real bush camp, next to a river drive, to a trading post and an American Indian village. You will cross the Grand Trestle and witness the dark hours of the 1870 Great Fire, which almost burnt down the entire Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean region. Step into the realm of the Aurora Borealis, the fascinating Arctic world, where the largest carnivore on Earth awaits you, the polar bear. This formidable predator is an extraordinary diver and swimmer who can reach speeds of up to 10 kilometers per hour in the water. Perfectly adapted to this harsh northern Canadian climate, the polar bear will always astonish you with the contrast of its discreet beauty and its brute strength. Recreated with surprising authenticity, the Arctic world promises to surprise and make you shiver. Blanketed with snow, the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien will now have you live out a very colorful experience. A winter zoo exhibits the changing habits of certain animals during this season. While the black bear and the striped skunk sleep beneath our feet, other animals fill us with wonderment. The Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien provides all the facilities necessary to make your visit a pleasurable one. A snack bar, spacious dining room, dairy products bar, and a souvenir shop are only a few of the many services at your disposal. At the zoo, the children are our special guests. The zoo has created the Petite Ferme and a Jardin des Enfants. It is a world filled with wonderment and surprise where giant insects and other tiny creatures can be seen. The young ones can even become temporary prey to the predator's spider. At the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien, don't look for déjà vu, because here everything is different. Animals live together. There are no steel bars. However, there are visitor restraints, wide open spaces, continuous training programs, a reconstruction of authentic northern habitats, and an interrelation of man, animal, and environment. There you have it, the many distinct features which make the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien one of the unique destinations of the world. The Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien actively participates in the protection of numerous wildlife species and Canadian flora. Research on the rarest and most spectacular mammal in Quebec, the wolverine, is a typical example. Animal of legend, the wolverine has been hunted from over half its natural territory in North America and has completely disappeared south of the 38th parallel. Thanks to the continuous efforts of the zoo, we will probably see the day when the wolverine will again roam the forests of Quebec. Learn for the knowledge. Acknowledge to love. Love to protect. This thought is the mission statement of the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien. By protecting our natural and cultural northern heritage and heightening public awareness, the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien becomes a spirited defender of the universal mission to preserve the northern biodiversity. This grand mission is integrated into a worldwide long-term policy commitment. The objectives set by the Zoo Sauvage de St-Félicien will be reached when mankind, through better understanding, will love and protect nature for generations to come.